Namaste, Pranam, Gita Dhyana. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitam Ritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatva manusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Partha. The ancient sage Vyasa included it in the Mahabharata. O Goddess, showerer of the nectar-like knowledge of non-dualism contained in your 18 chapters, O my affectionate mother, the destroyer of rebirth, I meditate upon thee. Krishna Vandana. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansa Chanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. Son of Vasudeva, the slayer of Kansa and Chanur, extreme delight for Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, the supreme teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the Moksha Sannyasa Yoga, 18th Adhyay of Yoga of Moksha through Sannyasa, liberation through tyāgā, renunciation, liberation through renunciation, through sannyasa. That Sri Krishna is teaching, and with our last reading, Sri Krishna has started telling us about that wonderful type of tyāgā, which is the sattvika type. And Sri Krishna says, unlike the tamasic or rajasic, this sattvika tyāgā does not involve of giving up the work as such, rather doing the work that has come to one's lot, accepting that I have to do this work, accepting whatever work has come to our lot, it has fallen in our lap, do it happily with all the faithfulness, with all sincerity, with all dedication, do that work. Karyam iti eva yat karma niyatam kriyate Arjuna. O Arjuna, doing that work which has come to one's lot, doing that obligatory work, whatever work has come to us, doing it wholeheartedly, doing it perfectly. But at the same time, sangam tyaktva phalam cha eva saha tyāgah sattviko mataha. That tyāga is deemed to be of sattvic nature. That tyāga is deemed to be of the sattvika type, which abandons, which gives up what? Not the karma, but gives up sangha as well as the phala of that karma. That gives up the attachment to that karma. That gives up my-ness to the karma. My longing for that karma, my attachment to that karma, my love for doing that karma. That attachment has to be given. Till the time that work I have to do, it is my work. The moment I am out of that work, that is not my work. It was my fortune enough to have worked till that stage. And now it is someone else's. Fine, that doesn't matter. Never remain attached to the type of karma, to the karma that we are doing. And never eye for any fruit of the karma. The karma phala, whatever phala is there, nobody can snatch it away from us. Even the God cannot snatch it away from us, our right for that karma. But don't eye for that karma. Don't have that phala as the motive of that karma. That phal should never be our ultimate goal. That fruit of action should never be our ultimate motive. So we have to give up that the desire for the fruit, and we have to give the attachment for the work. So that is what Sri Krishna taught us in that 9th shloka. And now Sri Krishna is further going to tell us something about how can it be known that sadhaka has perfectly attuned to the right path of renunciation. That renunciation is sattvic in nature, that is fine. But how to make sure that that aspirant, that spiritual aspirant, is on the right path of that renunciation? That Sri Krishna is going to tell us now. How to remain on that path in a rightful manner, on how to remain on that path of the sattvika tyāga. That Sri Krishna is going to tell us now. Na dveṣṭyakuśalaṃ karma kuśale nānuṣajjate tyāgī sattvasamāviṣṭo medhāvī chinnasaṃśayaḥ. The work, now this is a wonderful shloka, 10th shloka of this moksha sannyasa yoga. It is so practical and it relates to all of us. It is like we love to do the work which we like and we hate to do the work which we don't like. It is so common in lives of all of us. Na dveṣṭyakuśalaṃ karma. Akushalam is one which doesn't gel with me. Akusalam is one which is not to my liking. One which I consider myself, I am not fit to do that work. Na dveṣṭyakuśalaṃ karma. One should never hate the work which is to one's dislike. One should never hate. Na dveṣṭyakuśalaṃ karma. And at the same time, kuśale nānuṣajjate, and the one which one is adept at doing. The karma which is to one's liking. One should never fall in love with that karma. One should never, remain attached to that karma which I like. I should not hate the karma which I don't like. I consider I am not fit to that work, therefore I am not going to that work. No. You are not the deciding authority whether you have that kaushalya or not. Even if you are a kushala, even if you are not fit, deemed to do that work, even if that work is not to your liking, don't hate it. Sri Krishna says, na dveṣṭyakuśalaṃ karma kuśale nānuṣajjate, and at the same time, don't fall flat. Just don't remain attached to the work at which is, say, your MasterCard. Don't get attached to the work which you are so expert in doing it. You feel you are expert in doing it. So you have got that work in your kitty, but don't remain attached to that. You have the kaushalya, you have that expertise of doing that work to certain extent. Don't remain attached to it. You like that work, yes, to some extent you will be able to do it, but don't remain attached to it. This is a very practical advice Sri Krishna has given. Whether we like it or not, that question doesn't arise at all. If the work is to my liking, I love it. If the work is not to my liking, I hate it. No. Sri Krishna says that is not the way at all. And tyāgī sattvasamāviṣṭo medhāvī chinnasaṃśayaḥ. And this person, he doesn't renounce the disagreeable work. The person who doesn't like the work, he doesn't disown the disagreeable work. He doesn't stop doing that disagreeable work. He will continue to do it wholeheartedly, sincerely, dedicatedly. And he never hates it. The one who is imbued with sattva, the one who is imbued with steady understanding, medhāvī. Medhāvī is the balanced state of mind, the highly intelligent state. Medhāvī is a balanced state of thinking, who has studied pros and cons, who has understood what the work is. He will never get attached to the work which he likes. He will never start hating the work which he doesn't like. That is how the sattvika pravritti and the medhāvī, the one with the balanced state of mind, chinnasaṃśayaḥ, and all his doubts are dispelled. The one with the sattvic nature, the one with the astute intelligence, the balanced intelligence, with all doubts removed from his mind, with all doubts removed from her mind, they will never hate the work which is not to their liking. They will never get attached to the work which is to their liking. They will never abandon the work which they are not fit to do that work. Na dveṣṭyakuśalaṃ karma. This is a very, very prominent advice that Sri Krishna has given, and that makes us very clear that how Sri Krishna knows the working style of each and every person in this universe. We always love to do the work we like, that we are comfortable with. We are so much at ease with our comfort zones. A slight element of discomfort and we try to run away from the work. A slight element of we are not in a position to meet the challenge and we try to run away from that work. So Sri Krishna says that the one with the sattvic orientation, one with the profound purity, one with sattvasamāviṣṭo. Sattvasamāviṣṭo is one who is pervaded in and out with that sense of purity, with that sense of devotion, with that sense of sanctity. Sattvasamāviṣṭo, medhāvī, with the balanced state of mind, having with all the doubts cleared. Chinnasaṃśayaḥ, there is no element of doubt in the mind of that person. There is so much of clarity of thought. That is the medhāvī. Chinnasaṃśayaḥ. And sattvasamāviṣṭo, that tyāgī. That tyāgī will never consider the work which is not to one's liking as a bad work. He will never hate that work which is not to one's liking. And that kind of tyāgī will not remain attached to the work, although it is to his liking, to her liking. So Sri Krishna has brought forth this wonderful truth that we'll see in our lives day in and day out. So it is not that the duty which is hard to do, we start hating it. We start to run away from it. But rather do it sincerely. It is my duty. Lord has chosen me to do it. Fine. I have to do it. So there is no work which is not agreeable. There is no work which is disagreeable. There is no work which has to be remain attached forever to my liking. So I will remain attached to that work forever. No. Till the time I am supposed to do it, I will do it. The moment Lord thinks that, okay, enough of this person's contribution to this work, that work will go away from my hand. And that's the end of it. Don't ever then think about, oh, I was doing this project, this was such a wonderful project, because it is not my work at all. Lord's work, I am an instrument. Let us never forget that the ultimate truth of this karma yoga, for that matter. Whatever is to be done, if I am chosen to do it, I will do it. If I am not chosen to do it, it will be done by someone else. Even if I think I am competent of doing it, it may not come to me, it doesn't matter. And if I get a work which I feel I am not competent to do it, you are not the one to judge whether you are competent or not, whether you have got that kuśale or not, whether you like that work or not. You don't have to think anything about it. You are just an instrument in the hands of Lord, and this attitude will beget only when one has a very high level of purity, when one has a very high clarity of thought, when there is no confusion at all in one's mind. So under such circumstances, with the sattvasamāviṣṭo, the highest level of purity inside, internal and external purity, and the medhāvī, the balanced state of mind, all things well thought of, and chinnasaṃśayaḥ, there is no element of doubt at all. There is no room for any doubt. whether I like it or whether I don't like it, whether I'm capable of doing it or I'm not capable of doing it. No such samshaya at all. There is no element of doubt at all in performing a work. God has given to me, I have to do it, and I will perform that work to the fullest of my ability, to the best of my ability. So that is Sri Krishna's teaching in this 10th shloka of how the sattvic oriented aspirants, how the sattvic oriented sadhakas, they are perfectly attuned in doing the work. For them, no work is good, no work is bad, no work that they don't have expertise of, no work that they don't like, they are going to hate it. And it is not that the work they have expertise and the work which they like very much, they are going to remain attached to that work. They are going to fall in love with that work forever, for all the time to come. It isn't so, Sri Krishna says. So a very clear-cut and most practical advice that Sri Krishna has given to all of us while he is addressing Arjuna in this particular shloka, that this is what the sattvic tendency people, they look at the work. No good, no bad. Do the work. That's it. And this determines the clarity of thought. This particular attitude determines they have no more confusions in their mind. There are no element of doubt in their mind that this work is mine or not. No, this is Lord's work. I'm doing it. I'm chosen to do it. So that was the 10th shloka that we read of this moksha sannyasa yoga, the yoga of liberation through renunciation. And what kind of renunciation? Sri Krishna is beautifully teaching us in this particular adhyaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Sri Ram Krishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swamiji.